Hello, welcome to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2, where it's not going to be Storm of Zehir, that's just what's on the main screen. We are doing a continuation of where we ended with Meren. Meren Mainold, the swashbuckler, the tiefling swashbuckler. We're not going to create a character, we're going to select a character. And here's the thing to be aware of. This is Meren at first level. That's not what we want. This is Meren at 20th level with all of her equipment. That's a little bit cheesy. So we're going to do this one, which is the export from the same... I exported this character from the same point in the original campaign as I exported this character. I went to the same save file, exported her the same way, but the difference here is I unequipped all of her equipment before I exported her. As such, she will not have her equipment. She's going to have the base equipment the game's going to give her. I vacillated letting her keep the tunic, but it was pretty powerful. I mean, I had crafted it fairly heavily. So, and for some reason, she's been kidnapped and dumped here. Even the stuff the campaign lets you start with if you had nothing is pretty powerful. So, I'm fine with what we are. So we're going to do, here we go.
Pain. It surges through bone and blood. It tears at your heart in the place where the shard once was. You struggle to raise your head. A hole has been carved into your flesh just above your heart and raggedly stitched by an unskilled hand.
Okay. Try to stand. Let's look around first.
Runes dance upon the walls. Primitive drawings of men and wild beasts. Their eyes are fixed upon you, draining the strength from your aching limbs. Something stirs inside you. A presence, a hunger. It is bound, angry, and it cannot escape.
I did this for... Okay.
I'm here. Lie still.
Shot. Who are you?
My name is Sophia. The binding spell is wearing off. Your arms and legs will be stiff, but you'll be able to walk. I know you have questions, but we must leave, now, before the spirits wake.
Well, we're going to ask questions anyway. Spirits, what kind of place? I'm gonna get the lore thing. They mark you as a red wizard of
On
Fae.
that and more. But I'm no threat. Not to you, at least. Disregard whatever rumors you have heard regarding the Red Wizards. I am here to assist you, and I will do just that.
See, I wanted to get rid of all of her crafted stuff because this... I did have the complete crafter thing on, which lets you get some things a little bit more powerful than the base game it does, but I did get to that crafting all through the materials at hand. And the main issue with it isn't the power, because the power was pretty cool and it's connected to her backstory. The main issue I had with it was that whoever kidnapped her and dumped her here, would they really just take her rapiers and leave all those other items on her? They're basically minor artifacts. I mean, she was immune to ability drain, so she wouldn't be suffering a lot of the downsides of that you're going to see here in a moment. But anyway, let's get back to the questions. You said something about spirits. What kind of place is this?
We're in a barrow deep beneath the soil of Rashiman. The locals say that powerful spirits dwell here, hostile to those trying to enter, and those trying to leave.
Joy. That is hundreds of miles from the Sword Coast.
I don't know how you got here. But I'll take you to someone who might. I'll take you to her and make certain that she gives us both some answers. But that's after we get out. For the moment, haste is all that matters.
Okay. Have you seen these runes before? What do they mean?
Yes, they caught my eye as well. There's almost nothing about Rishemi runes in the Academy archive, but that rune there, it's called the Dancing Man. It depicts a circle of dancers surrounding an evil spirit. The runes were part of the binding spell that held you, but I've dissolved its power. Come, we've been here too long as it is.
Alright, let's go. I'm not going to mention the... Yeah, that's the tutorial about her items, her spells. Okay. There is no apparent cause of death on the skeleton. It's almost as if he chose this specific location to lay down and die. Runes glitter on dark stone, seeming to twist and blur before your eyes. Reach out and touch the runes. Wait, no! As your fingers brush the stone, a thrill of wild energy surges through your body. The runes grow larger, brighter. They fill your world. Figures sweep past you in a torrent of sound and light. The presence within you twists, seethes, as if you were peering into its depths. More pictures emerge from the runes, cavorting through your fevered mind. A laughing boy trailing in your wake. Woman with golden skin, eyes alight with love. A wall of screaming souls. And then the vision passes. The runes seem dimmed. Your eyes are clear once more. What was that? What did you see? Some sort of vision. Are you sure you dispelled these runes? I destroyed the binding spell, but the runes, they're not described in many books, not any that I've read. Rishemi claimed these runes can trap dreams or set them loose. This place is not right. Everything echoes so strongly. I'll be glad to leave this barrel behind. So will I. Okay, so let's take a look at where we are. We're at 19 decks instead of 20. We got -1 to all these things here. Our health is at 174. Our AC is only 26. We are wearing a chain shirt +3. Sash of Simmering. Well, spell resistance 12 is almost nothing. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we got these rings. Nasher's Ring of Strength. These aren't providing me with any bonuses, are they? Ring of Protection +3. Bracers of Dexterity. Oh, we got 2. Oh, okay. That goes to 16. Got it. Oh, wow. We actually have some severe drop abilities. Boots of Striding. Yeah. Cloak of Resistance. But a lot of all the stuff we had at the end of she had at the end of the original thing are gone. Her spiffy hats that gave her +6 intelligence, the stuff that gave her +8 constitution, +8 dexterity, all of her spiffy stuff is gone. She has no weapons either. Mistress, I hear something moving in one of the caves up ahead. Perhaps it is Ipsit and Seppi? No, Kaji, I sent them to find Liena, as my mother asked. They could not return from the city so soon. Your friend has excellent senses. I heard nothing. Nor did I. The barrel was silent when we made our way down from above. What was that about your mother? You didn't mention her earlier. No, I did not. We will speak of her later, if we must. Who is that little creature? You're familiar. Kaji, meet Meren. Meren, meet Kaji. Kaji's a friend, loyal, clever, and eminently charming in his own way. You seem to care for him a great deal. Influence game! And I like this. It shows you how much influence you gained and what your total influence is. I really like that. I shaped his body from twigs and clay, gave him life, taught him to speak. His diction's a little off, but it's endearing. If you create your friends from nothing, you know you can trust them. Not entirely true. There's a lot of cases where that's been proven wrong, that's been shown wrong in fiction. We should keep going. This barrel may be earth and stone, but it's alive and aware as much as Kaji, or us. weren't you going to mention something about...
Come this way.
Okay. Yeah, you're not going to mention it, apparently. So... Look at all the... Oh, look. Potions of heal. Do you remember these? That's something Neverwinter Nights 2 does, is potions of heal.
What do you need?
Weakens. Severely weakened at that. She is probably going to start telling us about the weapons she has, but I knew she had them, so... Ah, so much for going unnoticed. The earth spirits wait. Ready yourself. Spirits may prove too resilient for mere swords and arrows. I have my enchanter satchel and magical essence. You can use the satchel and the essence to enchant a weapon that can tear through all but the strongest spirits. Good. But, little use, actually. We're going to get a really nice rapier here at some point.
That will leave a mark.
It's almost dead. Yeah, before she went through these really fast. It was ridiculously how fast she went through these. Ooh, a dagger. Betrayer's Crusade. Bound in blackened leather, the pages of this tome are brittle and cracked. The text is barely legible, faded and written in a spidery hand. In my dream, I saw a city, gray and forbidding, beneath an empty sky. Before its gates came a hideous procession, all the dead of the world, of 100 worlds, waiting the judgment of the gods. And around the gray city loomed the wall. Its bricks were souls, mortared by a foul green mold. These souls were the faithless, who had denied the gods in life, or had never truly believed. I drew nearer the wall, and at once I heard the screams of those faithless souls. Cursed are we, they cried, who denied the jealous gods. And now we are forsaken. And other voices answered them, saying, Remember the betrayer's crusade. Remember the betrayer who swore to bring down the wall. Have patience, for the betrayer may yet return. After this, the original text is faded so badly that it is illegible. But someone has scribbled feverishly in the margin. Another reference to the betrayer's crusade, though Merkel's priests deny its existence. The truth is in their vaults, in the whispering scrolls, the lamentations of the dead. We have a dagger, which means we can use our two-weapon fighting stuff now. Okay. The Wall of the Faithless is the reason you don't want to be an atheist in Faerun. But it only applies to Faerun. It's not an aspect of Greyhawk or Eberron or several other official places that exist within the same multiverse. The basic thing is this, from what I gather. I may be a little bit off, but this is the case. From what I gather, through the course of Faerun's history, mortals have at several points come close to causing the unraveling of reality in different ways. This goes all the way back to the days of Nethril, when some archmage decided to take a look at the weave of magic to try to understand it all, and in some stories they say he was trying to become the god of magic and replace Maestra. And in so doing, temporarily killed the goddess of magic, causing all magic in the world to go away, which long term would have been really bad, since the magic of Faerun is connected to the living things of Faerun. And it opened the path for Shar to get a lot of things out in the world, because a lot of things turned to her shadow weave, as we learned in the previous campaign. So that the punishment for doing stuff like that and not following the gods and things like that was the Wall of the Faithless, where if you didn't have a patron god, you were put in the Wall of Faithless. Eventually your soul would be worn down to nothing and become part of the planar elements. Though, to be honest, That happens to every entity eventually, except for probably the greater gods, and even then, it's uncertain. So my theory is that the souls that go to the afterlife and the good places, they still get eventually made up. Um, they still eventually break down and join the essence of the realm, the plane itself. It's not a horrific, painful experience for them. And my general theory is eventually, though, that soul stuff is reincarnated into new souls onto the prime material. So the faithless isn't an eternal punishment. It's just until you're. It's just a billions of years punishment or something like that, which is bad enough on its own. But the mortals aren't the only ones punished because the gods of Faerun have screwed up several times, and they're punished by needing mortals. If they don't get worship from mortals, they fall apart and die, which can have severe effects. So basically, the entire area of Forgotten Realms exists in a sort of divine probation, where the greater powers that be have told the gods and mortals of Faerun that y'all are stupid. We're putting these punishments on you until you learn better. It's pretty much the issue. And sorry for that divergence of lore on this very first video, but it's an interesting thing. Okay. Oh, Mordenkainen's sword. Are you going to do... Oh, you're attacking. You got in. Mordenkainen's sword got the killing blow. Of course it did. Is that the barrow? That's where I was being held prisoner. Okay. Ow. Yeah, I got hit by that trap before. It just didn't hurt as much because, you know... Let's see, character feats. Is there anything I want to put down there? Guarding the Lord. I don't think I'll ever use it, but okay. Got weakening critical. Which is nice. Okay. I do strength damage when I score critical hits.
There you are, Red Wizard. We caught your scent on the empty air and it shook us from our sleep. But you were alone when you went below.
I am Meren. I didn't mean to trespass. I awoke in the chamber beneath us. My name is Meren Maynolds. What is your name, spirit?
My name, it was Nakata. Memories flow together in this place. It is difficult to know which are your own. My howls led an army of beasts across the groaning ice of Tirulag. And there I died, struck down by an eater of souls, a monster that wore the skin of a man.
Oh dear.
Now tell me your name, mortal, or we'll tear out your throat and pry it from your ghost. Die in these caverns and you'll find no easy road to your realm of the dead.
My name is Meren Maynold. Return to your sleep and I'll leave these caves in peace.
Leave? No, you will not. Something was trapped in the Cavern of Runes, a poison at the heart of our dream, swallowing memories and names. Anything that emerges from there cannot be allowed to walk free. Those were the words of our god before he sank into slumber.
I have no quarrel with the spirits of this place. Allow me to pass and I swear I'll take nothing of value from your barrow.
Promise what you like. Nothing walks alive from the Cavern of Runes, not while I guard the way. Go back the way you came. What is that scent? Blood? A wound that should have been mortal but was not. No, something deeper. Vile and familiar. Why do I remember?
At once, the presence twists within you, crushing the breath from your lungs. A wild groan rises in your ears, like an animal that has hungered for centuries untold, yet been unable to feed and unable to die. Then the groan rises to a scream. You can see nothing, hear nothing. Your flesh seems to burst apart in ribbons, the hunger erupting from within.
That wasn't a spell, or a divine invocation. How did you do that?
It was a hunger. Something welled up inside me.
And your wounds, they've healed. Whatever you did, you destroyed that spirit. Never mind. We need to keep moving and leave this place.
I wish they had thought to give me an item to give bonus intelligence, given I'm a swashbuckler. I think they have a set thing for people that have warrior types that don't have proficiency in medium armor and such like that. Anyway, I am back to full use, and I'm up to 214 hit points. I am no longer weakened. I have a persistent aura that I don't know what it does. What are you?
Come this way.
You are not as high level as I am.
What do you need?
Down by about 3. Anyway, I turned off my timer in the middle of that, so it's time to go to a new video. See you in a moment. Where we have been infected with some sort of Cthulhian eldritch abomination thing that eats souls or something. And I really I really am curious to know how this ended up in Meren. And she ended up here in Rashimi. Well, see you in a moment.